It is finally time for the McDonald's video that I've been procrastinating watching for like 3 months. Yippee! Let's finally learn about the McDonald's Monopoly scam. Let me know how audio
Inside the stuffy
is.
field office of the FBI in Jacksonville. It's a notoriously sleepy outpost
Oh,
of the
Florida.
Bureau until today. A mysterious informant calls up the office to let them know that the famous beloved McDonald's Monopoly game is rigged.
Oh!
A ring of criminals have been secretly pulling the strings for over a decade.
Wait,
More than $24 million have been stolen.
wait, like the actual physical Monopoly game? I thought this was about McDonald's being a monopoly. Wait, like we're talking about the game? The board game? Wait, not what I thought this was about.
The FBI kicks off a manhunt with 25 agents on the case. 20,000 phone numbers will be surveilled. It will ultimately result in a massive undercover sting operation.
What?
The agents will discover that behind this scheme is a vast network of mafiosos, psychics, strip club owners, and Mormons. But one mastermind sits at the center of it all.
Physicists?
He holds the keys to
Psychics?
the treasure and rakes in most of the profits. He's known by most as Uncle Jerry. How did he do it?
Fascinating. How, Uncle Jerry, how did he do it? Oh my god, I'm so excited. Wait, this is so exciting. Oh, they had a Monopoly event for a while. Really? Oh, this is so much more exciting than I thought it was gonna be. What? The Fern documentary.
It's the Monopoly game, only at McDonald's. With over 50 million prizes, it's supersized excitement.
Oh.
Starting in 1987,
I see.
McDonald's launched the Monopoly promotion and started putting little game pieces from Monopoly onto their packaging.
This is Jeff Maish. He's a crime journalist who broke the story in 2018,
Jeff.
17 years after the convictions.
My name's Jeff.
His article went viral and set off a holiday bidding war for the rights to his story. He ultimately sold them for $1 million.
Oh, that's
Actually,
it?
I have one here. I don't collect many things from my stories, but I do have one of the
Wow,
original
he kind of got robbed, I'm not gonna lie.
winning game cups here. It says pull to play. And
Wow,
on the side, you can just
that
see
cup is
it
nice.
says, to collect and win, just peel off the game stamp and apply to your game board. And when you've applied enough pieces to your game board and you've won a prize, you mail it off to McDonald's.
Oh, that is really cool
and they
concept,
send
actually.
you your Sega Game Gear or your
Sega!
McDonald's usually runs the game twice per year. The cash prizes are
Damn.
up to $1 million in an instant win. The chance at winning that prize is 1 in 250 million. The game brings McDonald's fat profits. Whenever the game is running, business increases by up to 40% more than usual.
Wow,
1 in
that's
250
crazy.
million is an extremely long shot. You're far more likely to get struck by lightning.
Oh,
Twice.
wow. Okay.
But the caller on the phone with the agents in Jacksonville that day,
You know what I really miss from McDonald's? I really miss the toys that they used to have. They used to have really cool toys. Like they used to have these really cool picture books as a kid. Oh my god, I loved those books. I would collect them as much as I could. I only had like 3, but oh my god, I loved them. I never went to McDonald's. Like my mom fucking hates like fast food, so I never ever went to like fast food places as a kid, only if you're road tripping somewhere. So I only had like 2 or 3 books and I treasured them.
said that 3 of the recent big-ticket winners were in fact related, despite having different names. The odds for 3 legitimate winners to all be related are inconceivably low. The caller also claimed that one man, who they only knew by Uncle Jerry, was the mastermind behind the scheme. The FBI doesn't know this yet, but his full name is Jerome Jacobson.
Jerome. Fucking Jerome.
In a case like this, the FBI might have to surveil suspects to collect evidence. But what if someone collects all this information about you and they don't have a legitimate reason? Today, the internet is full of threats. Some of them involve our most sensitive information. In fact, there is a huge shadow industry surrounding our data. So-called data brokers snatch your browsing history, your contact information, and your online transactions. This data is often bundled into shadow profiles that are then sold. You may receive a robocall or tailored email based on your shadow profile. In the worst case scenario,
oh, this is an
someone may try to
ad.
steal
Oh
your
my god.
identity. Incogni helps you to remove your data from numerous lists of data
I was wondering why you guys are saying ad. I was like, my ads aren't rolling.
Incogni then contacts the data brokers and requests the removal of your sensitive information.
Guys, I'm so easily marketed to. Listen, he was literally just talking about Jerome. All right, Incogni, support Fern. Oh my god. Anyways.
TV, you can get an exclusive 60% off an annual Incogni plan with the code.
Me when I show off my head
With
debt
the family
live
and
on
friends
stream.
Plan, you can
Oh
invite
my
up
god.
to 4 additional people. Always handle your personal
character
with care.
All right.
Jerry Jacobson is one of those
All right, we're back to
just
Jerome.
incredible characters in American true crime history, because he was at one stage a good guy, a police officer in Florida.
As a kid, Jerry is obsessed with becoming an FBI agent.
Why
When
does
he
he
starts
have a
working
gun
as a
as a
police
kid?
officer, it seems like he's on that track. But his career
You are the coveted 18 to 35 age demographic that advertisers love. Unfortunately, I am the demographic. I low-key love... If an ad is interesting, I'll watch it. I'm fine, usually. I only hate when ads are super repetitive on like streaming services. Then I start getting annoyed. But I am pretty much a targeted demographic.
law enforcement is very brief. He develops health problems and is unable to continue. Later, he finds a job in security at Simon Marketing. This is where he really finds his stride. He's known for being ultra-professional and ultra-fastidious, so he quickly rises through the ranks. In just a few years, he's earning 6 times his police officer salary.
Oh my god, he's doing so much paperwork. He's so fast.
It's the end of the 80s. Jerry is now the head of security at Simon Marketing. McDonald's outsources almost all of their promotional activity to the company. So when the chain comes up with the ingenious idea of starting a monopoly promotion, Simon Marketing is tasked with producing and distributing the game pieces.
So it was Jerry's job to ensure the security of the entire promotion. So he arrived at work, he had to supervise the big supercomputer that would draw the winning piece. He would supervise the technicians who were putting the winning tokens onto the packaging. He had to personally scissor them out from a printing press.
Jerry's a tough boss. As a former cop, he's obsessed with rules and security. He's constantly writing up people for little missteps, and he hounds everyone in the factory involved in token production, even following them to the bathroom and checking their shoes to make sure none have been stolen. Jerry personally delivers the winning pieces to McDonald's packaging factories across the country.
He hides each piece in a secret vest that he wears under his shirt as he's traveling around the United States, feeling.
Dude, he's protecting it better than like the secrets of the U.S. president get protected. This is crazy.
A bit like a secret agent or a superhero.
Batman!
Every time he arrives in a new state, he's carrying a secret piece that's going to make somebody a millionaire.
I hope he had like a fun
Jerry makes a big flashy show of how secure the process was. In truth, Jerry starts stealing from McDonald's. His first theft is small fry. At this point, he only wants to help his stepbrother Marvin Braun out and maybe show off a bit to prove that he can. So in 1989, he gives Marvin a game piece worth $25,000. Marvin is the first fake winner. Pretty much a victimless crime, right? McDonald's is giving away the money anyway.
A measly
and it's
25
not like the chain
grand.
is some noble charity.
If he really cared about him, he would have given him like the 100 grand winner or something.
The game earns them considerable profits. Plus, Jerry later testifies that whenever the computer selected a Canadian factory to get a winning token, Simon Marketing would allegedly run the program again so that a US location was chosen. In Jerry's view, this means the game is already rigged in favor of American players. So why not get his own piece of the pie?
Oh, was this a global marketing thing?
And then one day he's talking to his butcher,
not just America
in the local
based
supermarket, and he tells the butcher what's going on, and the butcher says, "Well, I'd like to win."
Jerry agrees, but he wants to make sure that nothing traces back to him. So he instructs the butcher to give the prize to a friend of his.
He told a random grocery butcher his darkest embezzling secrets? That's actually crazy. That's crazy. It still is a global thing. Wait, do they still do this? I've never heard of this before, but I'm very much not in the know of fast food events. Butchers are sacred. They make your meat. That's true. I wonder how many secrets butchers hear. I've never thought about confessing my secrets to a butcher, but maybe I should do it just for like love of the game or something. Maybe I should just lie. Maybe I should go to my local butcher and just start saying crazy shit. See if they rat me out.
Of course, Jerry turns on his television one day,
Jerry,
and there's a commercial from McDonald's with a lucky winner on it, and he sees his butcher celebrating his win, and he goes crazy, and he calls the butcher and says, "What are you doing? We know each other. You can't. We're friends." So
of course, the butcher's going to take the
Jerry
money.
decides that in the future he's going to have to find winners at random. He needs people that are not connected to him at all.
You mean like not rig it?
And so the conspiracy grows bigger.
Until this point, it's all relatively small amounts of money. But one day, Jerry receives a package by mistake.
A mistake package.
And inside, a blank set of anti-tamper seals from Hong Kong, which means that he has everything he needs to open the envelopes and steal the game pieces for himself, and then use a spare seal to stick it back down and basically get away with the crime.
Oh my god! Ooh, they were talking about security so much, and this is like negative security at this point. That's crazy. Jerry could have gotten away with it so easily. You know what, guys? It was so easy to scam people back in the day. It was like literally so free if people just like kept their mouth shut. If you didn't talk about it, so easy to get away with scams. So easy.
Simon Marketing, the company that Jerry works for, hires an independent
It will never be
auditor
so
to make
easy to
sure
scam people
everything's
again.
going okay. Remember, this is a multi-million-dollar promotion. They have to be all buttoned up.
The auditor is a very serious woman. She means business. She accompanies Jerry everywhere. And Jerry's always getting on her nerves. When he wants to fly first class on the company card, she insists on sitting in coach. He's getting drunk and bragging to her about it, showing off the empty liquor bottles. He's shutting up whoever will listen, bragging about once having been a cop. He's also obsessed with accumulating airline points, so he's flying to factories in random cities just because. And the whole time she has to follow him. She's watching Uncle Jerry like a hawk. Her job is to make sure that when Jerry hands the winning ticket over to a factory, that everything goes as it should, that the tickets always stay in his special security vest. And they do, up to a point. The point where she can't follow him.
Where he changes? Oh, the bathroom!
In the men's bathroom, Jerry quits procrastinating. With a few quick, deliberate movements, he takes the envelopes with winning pieces out of his vest, opens the seal, and replaces them with regular game pieces. He seals the envelope back down with one of his special anti-tamper seals, the godsend from Hong Kong, and slinks back to his seat like nothing ever happened.
Evil.
The auditor has no idea.
Shaking my head, Jerry.
If the anti-tamper seals had not been accidentally mailed to him, and the auditor assigned to him hadn't been female, maybe none of this would have happened.
That's true.
Or maybe if he ignored the temptation, he would have enjoyed a nice, normal, comfortable life.
Maybe he shut his trap.
He
would have gotten away with it.
$70K per year in today's money. But he went for it. For Jerry, the opportunity to control the game is no accident.
Oh
he
my
doesn't believe in
God.
accidents. He's a superstitious man.
I know that at that
That's
time...
such a nice salary. I can't believe he threw it all away.
At this time, he starts seeing psychics and mediums
No.
to reassure him. He's a strong believer in paranormal and
No.
faith healers. So he starts seeing mediums and psychics and fortune tellers.
What?
Jerry now has full access to the winning game pieces, but he can't cash them in himself, of course. That would arouse suspicion. He needs to find fake winners who will pay him upfront for the game piece. His butcher, for example, asks a distant friend to pay $2,000 for a $10,000 winning ticket. The higher the prize, the higher the cost. Up to $100,000 upfront for a $1 million ticket. And it works.
Oh my God.
But quickly Jerry starts to tap through his network.
Who has that?
He needs to put distance between himself and the winners. He's on the look for middlemen.
Who just has
well-connected
100K?
people who can industrialize the operation. And being a superstitious person, he takes chance encounters as meaningful signs.
So
Oh my
he's at
God.
the airport one day and he meets another Jerry Colombo, and the two hit it off, waiting there for their aeroplanes. Mr.
Another
Colombo
Jerry.
is a very heavy-set Italian-American gentleman, and Mr. Colombo claimed that he was part of the infamous Colombo crime family.
Colombo is a larger-than-life character, like someone who modeled his whole personality off of The Sopranos, and Uncle Jerry is lapping it all up.
He's an entertainer. He says he's born in Sicily.
Oh, this is not gonna go good.
He's got these underground casinos, and I think Jerry is just completely enamored by him. And he also seems like the type of guy that could find winners really easily.
Jerry
Colombo
is enamored by
even has an out-of-zone
Jerry.
strip club in South Carolina
Oh.
that he got designated as a house of worship in order to skirt regulations. He
Oh,
calls it
wow.
the Church of the Fuzzy Bunnies, and he has the dancers read
Fuzzy
the Bible
bunny.
before they start stripping.
Well, I guess God hasn't talked to you lately. He came to me in a dream a couple of weeks ago.
That's
And he told me
crazy.
what I'm doing is fine.
Uncle Jerry appreciates
Well, that's certainly one way to skirt regulations. Fascinating. Fascinating what you can get away with when you know loopholes, hey? It still baffles me that the seals got sent to the wrong person. They didn't change or replace the seals with new ones afterwards. Yeah, what kind of security, like, seriously is this? I don't know. I mean, maybe they thought it was okay because he's like supposed to be running the game, so it's not like it got sent to some random guy. So maybe like because of who he was, he just had an implicit amount of trust, which obviously he's full of greed and wants fucking money, stupid amounts of money when he already makes a lot of money. And it's like, yeah, an extra 100 grand when you make 100 grand is like literally double your salary. But dude, it's stupid. It's so stupid. This was not worth the risk for him. If he made like 60K or 80K, then I could see it. When you make almost 200 grand, this is so not worth it. This is like literally not worth it for you.
appreciates Colombo's ability to think outside the box. It doesn't take much to rope Colombo into the scam. Uncle Jerry passes Colombo a game piece for a Dodge Viper, and Colombo is hooked. He is also obsessed with The Godfather, surprise, surprise, and has dreams of being an actor. So he agrees to be in a McDonald's commercial, waving a car key.
Jerry Colombo won a Dodge Viper, and there are 2 $1 million.
He gets to live out his acting ambitions, but it means he's now too close to the game to profit from it directly, so he has to start finding other winners, which helps the scheme take off for Uncle Jerry. Colombo is brilliant at finding new winners willing to pay, and he sends the majority of the kickbacks to Uncle Jerry. The two Jerrys are making each other very rich. Jerry Colombo keeps picking Italian-American men on the East Coast as winner, and his father-in-law gets a $1 million piece. Not exactly the move of a mastermind mafioso.
No,
to make the win seem random,
really.
his wife Robin convinces him to get women and people of color winning tickets in other parts of the country.
Okay.
For a
Smart
while,
wife.
it's all going so well. But then, everything changes.
No. What happened?
Things are not going very well in Colombo's marriage. Robin
No!
Colombo's feeling...
Oh my god, actually, no, this brings up a very valid point that I literally saw a tweet about this. Not about this situation. I think it was in general about like heists or like just general crime or like crime syndicates, whatever. Almost all of the time, like if there's an under the radar operation or like crime syndicate or crime ring, almost all of the time, the person who's the whistleblower is like somebody who, like the wife, or it's somebody who was extremely close to like the head of operations kind of thing. And it's always like a fucking jilted lover. It's like the wife who got divorced and feels scorned, or like the cousin that got scorned. Stuff like that. And it's so fascinating. It's such a fascinating like phenomenon. It's usually somebody who's like really tied into the whole thing and not like a random, you know, low level kind of grunt working for the operation. You know what I mean? Usually it's like the wife. It's just so fascinating. It's just so fascinating to me.
Like, she might not want to be a mafia wife. She's feeling a bit paranoid about life in the mob. And one day she's driving with her husband, Colombo, and suddenly a massive Ford truck smacks.
Oh my god.
And it's a horrendous high-speed crash, and their car is crushed against a concrete wall.
Colombo is taken to the hospital, where he takes a turn for the worse. He dies a few days after the crash. Now Uncle Jerry is alone. He's just lost his super recruiter, and he doesn't know it yet, but the FBI is on his trail.
That's brutal. Who did it?
Who knows? We don't know. So many people could have called the FBI. A disgruntled winner. Remember,
R.I.P. Columbo.
a lot of these winners, their lives changed. One minute they're poor, the next minute they got $1 million. They're driving around in a Corvette. There's a lot of jealousy.
The next your Corvette smashes
so
you into a
many
wall.
Winners out there, dozens of people. They might be drunk, bragging about it at the bar.
Yep.
Uncle Jerry finds new recruiters to replace Jerry Colombo's role. Some are dodgy, like the drug trafficker A.J. Glomb. He's just jumped on for a 12-year sentence for shipping kilos of cocaine across the U.S. and sells most of his winning pieces to buddies from the drug dealing business.
Oh my god.
Other recruiters that Uncle Jerry finds are seemingly upstanding. Like
Y'all are the worst
Baker,
at this, actually.
A beloved member of his church with
so
no
bad
previous
at this.
criminal record. He's a real estate developer with 5 kids trying to get his dreams for a golf course and a luxury resort off the ground. But he struggled to find investors, and he also owes tens of thousands of dollars in back taxes. A windfall would really help him, so despite his moral misgivings, he gets involved in the scheme too.
Oh my god.
But none of the recruiters are careful enough.
The 3 stupidest stooges
aren't random. Back in 2000, when the FBI gets the name Uncle Jerry from the informant, they know nothing about who it could be. Is he a McDonald's insider? Is it even a real name? McDonald's shares the contact information of all the previous winners with the FBI. To find out who Uncle Jerry is, the officers analyze the winners' phone records to determine who they were in frequent contact with.
It's over. That's it.
All these people who are seemingly unrelated and don't know each other were in contact with a certain Jerome Jacobson.
Yep.
The FBI is sure they found their man, but they need proof, like a taped conversation.
I knew it.
Jerry,
I knew they would fucking call each other and have it be traceable. Should have taken Jerry C being whacked as a sign from God and just sobbed. To be honest, yeah. If he really believed in psychics and signs from above, he really should have taken Jerry C getting tossed out of aliveness as a sign that he should knock it off. But he didn't. And look what happened. It probably was a sign, to be honest. Look what happens. I'm sure nothing good happens to him after this. Yeah, these guys are super sloppy.
Fake winner that spells out what they're up to. Evidence that no jury could deny. They convinced McDonald's to run one more Monopoly game to catch him red-handed. It's certainly a reputational risk for the company. How would the public feel if they found out McDonald's had run a game they knew was rigged? But the company also wants to know who'd stolen millions from them, so they comply.
Together with McDonald's, the FBI come up with a McSting.
They create 2 big wins worth $1 million each.
I'll have one
McSting,
McSting, please.
Jacobson and his network closely and wait
Do you guys want a Dr. Pepper with that?
They listen in on a phone call of a friend of the Mormon Dwight Baker, Huey. He says that he plans to sell the winning prize to someone in Texas. This someone turns out to be his brother-in-law, who tries to claim the price a few days later. The second big winner is Michael Hoover. He was recruited by Andrew Glomb, the drug trafficker.
Like the vacuum?
Now, Mr. Hoover is bankrupt and a casino pit boss in Rhode Island.
This better not be the vacuum guy.
So a bit of a sketchy character. So he rings the hotline and says, I found $1 million game ticket. So the FBI and McDonald's decide to go down there to meet him. They knock on the door. They've got a giant check, you know, the comedy-sized checks, and a video crew.
Those are so fun.
And all of the McDonald's staff are actually FBI agents who are undercover. And so they do a television interview, and Mr. Hoover gives this long-winded story about how he found his magic ticket. He bought a copy of a magazine, and the magazine had fallen into the sea, and then he bought another magazine, and the ticket was in there. So the camera crew listened to this very patiently.
Wait,
the men behind the camera are undercover FBI agents. And
I thought it had to be like you purchased McDonald's. Like that's the whole point. What do you mean you found it in a magazine? That doesn't... What? That does not sound right.
They give him his prize, and they take all that evidence, and not long after that, the FBI descend, and they arrest everyone.
You're so
the
stupid.
FBI fans out. They arrest Uncle Jerry at home.
Over 50 people were indicted, and dozens of wins were proven to be fake.
Oh my god.
Jerry admitted on the stand to having stolen 60 game pieces. And for a while, America followed the consequences intensely. So many millions had played the McDonald's game, so people were invested in the story.
Oh my god.
Burger King tried to get a class action lawsuit together, alleging fake advertisement. The trial began on September 10th, 2001. Then...
Stop! I was literally about to say, you're actually fucking joking if they were in court one day before 9/11. And now look at the screen! How does the fuck... happened to 9/11?
The world's attention shifted. There were bigger things to care about than the McDonald's PR scandal.
Well, no wonder I've never heard of this scandal. 9/11 happened.
Pled guilty, including Uncle Jerry. Fines were issued and prison time was sentenced.
Jesus.
Uncle Jerry got the most. $12 million in restitution fees and a 37-month prison sentence. Simon Marketing and the printing company who made the tokens were gutted, leaving hundreds jobless. And Dwight Baker was excommunicated from the Mormon Church.
Wow, that's crazy, actually.
The game of Monopoly was invented in the 1930s, the decade of the Great Depression, by a feminist activist. She intended to teach people about the evils of wealth accumulation. By the 1980s, the decade of greed, the game's original purpose was distorted. McDonald's, a multi-billion-dollar corporation, used it as a way to make even more money. Then, that game was overtaken by an ex-cop called Uncle Jerry, who defrauded the corporation of millions. He turned himself into a real-life Uncle Pennybags, running around the United States, giving some people money, but taking more for himself. The perfect American fable. Uncle Jerry lived the high life for over a decade, but as anyone who's played Monopoly knows, sometimes you have to go to jail. It's just part of the game.
Do not pass go.
Considering the huge amount of money stolen, the high price the investigation cost U.S. citizens, and the many people who lost their jobs through no fault of their own, Uncle Jerry's 3-year sentence feels like a light slap on the wrist. He's retired in Georgia with his 7th wife in a nice big house.
Oh, wait. Hold on. How many? How many wives? Wait, we are not skipping past that. 7? Okay. So this guy's fucked up, but does he fuck? How does he get 7? That's crazy. Oh, that's how I'm trying to be. Wow, that's fucked. That's so fucked up. What happened to the last 6 is a great question that is not going to get answered within the next 20 seconds, I fear. What the fuck, dude? The 90s were built different.
Sure, he has to pay back $12 million, but at a relaxed rate of just $370 per month.
Wait, $370 per month? What? He's paying off like the most expensive car in the world. And all he has to do is pay off $370 a month? Who thought of this? Who thought of this? He's gonna die before he can pay that off. What?
Besides, people who are close to him are sure he kept some millions buried as a contingency plan.
Oh my god.
That's just the kind of guy he was.
What an asshole. Dude. Yeah, well, okay. When can I get my $12 million loan and only pay off $370 a month? When do I get to do that? Oh. What the hell?
Rate of just
7 wives and $12 million bucks. Fuck you. Oh, okay. I did the math, and he is paying it off over the course of 32,000 months, or approximately 2,700 years. Dude, how do I get in on this? Should I write him an email? Ask for a cut? I'll pay into it. I'll pay him like $20 a month if he gives me like a measly 20K or something, you know? Just a little cut as a treat. Dear Uncle Jerry, it is I, Pixie, your 4th wife's secret child. I mean, he's got too many wives to keep track of. Like, I could totally pretend to be a secret kid, right? He can't keep track of them all, right?
Hi! Thank you so much for watching! If you liked it, please don't forget to give a like to the video and subscribe to my channel! I also stream live on Twitch, so follow me on Twitch and turn on notifications to know when I go live. I hope to see you there! Bye!